This is your time to get what you want. Go work that thing with Work That Thing supplements.
Winning! It's not just a crown or a trophy. It is the process. It is who I am becoming. And that is how we win. If you're going to hit your goal and if you're going to punch through your targets, you have got to see differently. You have got to think differently. You are going to have to connect differently. You're going to have to communicate differently. One day, I just decided.
My name is Tyra Poole, and my body is my business. Work That Thing supplements and apparel.
Expectation. You got to go to the next level. There's always another level.
Are you ready to obtain ultimate success in the game of life within your company, business, school, or group? Then Tyrone Poole is your go-to informational speaker. With his 22 plus years of experience in excelling to the highest level of achievement, he will teach you proven principles that will yield maximum results. Book Tyrone now for your next keynote speaker, corporate event, commencement, or K-12 event.
Well, greeting to everyone, and praise be to God Almighty for another great opportunity to be here with you for another great episode of Work That Thing Show. I am Tyrone Poole. The purpose of Work That Thing Show is to inspire you, to motivate you with information that will create a mindset of action that allows you to overcome life's obstacles. And matter of fact, in order to work that thing, you have to know who you are, what you have, and what you can do. And remember, overcoming any obstacle takes a mindset that will not quit. My question to you is, are you ready to work that thing? Then let's WTT, shall we? We world that thrives on movement. It thrives on movement. It thrives on noise, and it thrives on action. Everywhere we turn, there's constant push to do more, to say more, and to be more. In this whirlwind of activity, two forces. Let me repeat that again. Two forces that often stand out as challenges. And these challenges, these two forces, we dread. We dread them, yes. Or we want to avoid these two forces most of the time at all cost. And those two forces that I'm talking about, my friends, are opposition and silence. Opposition and silence. But today, I want to offer you a different perspective. I don't want you to see opposition and silence as adversaries. I want you to see opposition and silence as allies. So I'm going to offer you today a different perspective. Now, what if I told you that these two forces, opposition and silence, can be your greatest adversaries, your greatest sparring partners? Yeah, that's why we got the boxing ring. And ultimately, opposition and silence become your greatest allies. Your greatest allies in personal growth, your greatest allies in success, and your greatest allies in self-discovery. Would you believe me? Okay. All right. Let's begin with opposition. Now, at first glance, right, opposition feels like the enemy, right? It comes in the form of criticism, conflict, failure, or rejection. Anybody watching, or those that will watch, anybody experiencing any criticism, conflict? How about failure? Anybody experienced rejection today? Now, did it feel uncomfortable? Was it painful? And did you at any point want to avoid it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been in those moments before. I've been in the corner of the ring where opposition and silence, they criticism and whatever you want to call it, rejection is just wailing away, uppercut. And all I can do is the Muhammad Ali. All I can do is rope-a-dope, right? Failure, rejection. They giving me everything, conflict, criticism, giving me every body blow. But here is the truth, my friends. Opposition has a hidden gift. Yeah, it has a hidden gift. And that gift is opposition forces us to grow. That's the gift that opposition gives us. So when conflict, rejection, all that happens, it forces us to grow. Now, think about it. Let's take a diamond, for example, right? And we've heard that diamonds are only formed under immense pressure. Anybody ever heard that? How about this example? The strongest trees grow in the harshest winds. Hurricanes, right? So whenever I think of a tree growing in the harsh winds, I think about the palm tree. The palm tree. Yeah, when that hurricane wind comes, I'm like, those palm trees just sit there. Yeah, the palm tree may lose a leaf, right? But the palm tree is still there. Now, those examples tell me, and I hope that they told you, that the most profound victories are won after the fiercest battles. Opposition battles us and challenges us. How does it battle and challenge us? Well, sometimes opposition can battle and challenge us by getting us to question our belief system. It challenges us to refine our strategies. That's not working. I got to try something else. And I believe opposition challenges us to strengthen our resolve. It challenges us to be resilient. And for every no that you've been told, for every no that I've been told, for every person who doubted your abilities or doubted my abilities, and for every roadblock you've faced, I've faced, think about it. They've all shaped who you are, shaped you into who you are today. You are today. Praise be to God. That's good. Now, I believe without opposition, you or myself could not know the true depth of our determination. I believe without someone or something pushing against us, we would not learn how to push back and push back even harder, push back and become smarter and stronger. So the next time you face opposition, don't fear it. Do not fear it. Instead, embrace it. Embrace opposition. Every time opposition shows up, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? When opposition shows up, ask yourself, how can I grow from this opposition? And remember, opposition isn't there to stop you. No, it's there to shape you. I love it. Now, let's talk about silence. Shh. Silence. The quieter, yet often more intimidating adversary. While opposition is loud and external, silence is subtle and internal. It's the moments when the world stops talking and you're left alone with your thoughts. Silence can feel unnerving because it forces us to confront ourselves, our fears, our insecurities, our doubts. It's in silence that self-doubt whispers the loudest, and uncertainty casts its longest shadow. But here's the paradox, the contradiction. Silence, when embraced. Again, let me say this. Let me say it again. Let me say this one from the Raptors. Instead of being silent, let me say it loud, right? Again, silence, when embraced, when we embrace silence, this is where clarity is born. Yeah, silence gives birth to clarity. Now, in the stillness, when it's silence, You can hear silent. You can hear the voice of your intuition. Yeah, that other part of you, the real you, the soul, the spirit of you, right? You can hear that voice in the quiet, which allows you to reflect on your path. I believe in the quiet, you can reflect on your purpose and your passion. My friends, I'm here to tell you that silence isn't empty. No, it's not empty. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers waiting to be discovered. Just think about it. Think about the greatest innovations, the greatest groundbreaking ideas, or the moments of profound personal growth. They often didn't come from the noise of the world, but the silence of introspection. Silence is a space where we can dream. Silence is a space where we can plan. Silence is a space where we can prepare for the next step in our journey. But perhaps the most profound thing about silence is this. It teaches you to listen, not just to others, but to ourselves. In a world constantly telling us what to think, what to do, and who to be, I believe silence gives us the freedom to decide for ourselves what to do, how to think, and who to be. It's there in the silence when you discover who you are, what you have, and what you can do. So how do we use these adversaries, right? When we get in the ring, how do we use opposition and silence? How do we use these adversaries, opposition and silence, to our advantage? How? Well, first, we welcome opposition. When you step into the ring, you get your gloves, you say, come on, opposition. So don't shy away from it. Whether that opposition is criticism, rejection, or just a tough challenge, view it as an opportunity to grow stronger. Yes, I can. Learn to see opposition not as a wall. No, it's not a wall, but as a stepping stone. That's how you need to see opposition. That's how we need to embrace silence. The second thing that opposition and silence can offer us, we can make peace. We can make peace in silence. We can make peace with silence. So instead of filling every moment with noise, because that's what a lot of us like to do. I even say sometimes when I'm going through a situation, I like to play inspirational music, right? But I'm learning that most of the times I just need to be silent. I need to feel every moment that I can, not with noise, but with silence. Because that's what we do. When adverse situations happen, That's what we do. We go to the noisy place. We look for some type of distraction. So I want you to start carving out time to be still, and listen for the voice that's inside of you. Use that time to reflect. Use the time of silence to dream again. Use the time to reflect with your inner self. Connect with your inner self. How about that? My friends, silence isn't your enemy. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace silence. Silence, my friends, is your sanctuary. Yeah, it's a sanctuary. And finally, we need to understand that both opposition and silence are necessary for our journey in life. They are our adversaries. That's true. Adversity, silence, sometimes they can be our adversaries. I'm not saying no, but they're not just adversaries. Silence and opposition are also our teachers. And some of us have had some great teachers, right? Between opposition and silence. Opposition and silence, they push us. They challenge us. And ultimately, opposition and silence help you, they help me to become the best version of ourselves. So in closing, let me remind you of this. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. Woo! Let me say that again. Let me say it again. Write it down. Write it down. I'm going to give you time to get your pen and pad out. Because somebody's saying, what did he say? I'm about to say it again. I want to remind you of this. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the face of opposition and in the depths of silence. So the next time you find yourself facing resistance or sitting in stillness, don't be like Forrest Gump. Don't run, Forrest, run. Don't run. Don't run from it. You need to lean into it. You need to embrace opposition and silence. And remember, these adversaries are not here to defeat you. Opposition and silence are here to build you up. Oh man, I love it. 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 So until next episode, I pray that you prosper in everything and be in health, just as your soul prospers. And if today's episode was impactful to you in any kind of way, please send us an email and share your thoughts at info@workthatthing.com. Also, if you're having a corporate event, workshop, college program, church function, and you need a unique speaker with a universal message, just like I gave you right here. Now, who would say that this message did not resonate with you? Right? This is a universal message. So if you're looking for that unique speaker with a universal message, then I am that unique speaker with a universal message. So send me an email at bookings@tyronepoole.com. And please don't forget, experience Work That Thing. It's all about the E, people. I got to do my Superman. It's all about the E. I come out this thing like Superman. I work that thing, right? It's all about the E, people. It's a mindset that is full of energy. It's a mindset that is effective. It's a mindset that is efficient. It is a mindset that is set in the right environment. So whatever E word excites you to earn that thing. You got to remember it's a mindset experience. So what do? We work that thing. Oh, what is it all about, Tyrone? It's all about the E, people. It's all about the E. It's all about the E. Work that thing. WTT 100. Until next time, my friends, love, peace, and joy. I have worked that thing. I'm out of here. WTT 100.